So obviously we know leaving Washougal, Jett Lawrence was assessed a one-place penalty in Moto 2 for going off track and continuing to accelerate while doing so. Now I'm going to pose this question to you guys in the comments below. You guys tell me, should it be a one-place penalty or should it be a time penalty? Because technically, right, you play the hypothetical game. If it's a one place set penalty, doesn't matter how far the person is behind you, that you end up just losing it in general. Now, you can see this, it's not on purpose, obviously. He goes off the face of the jump, gets a little sideways, goes off track, and you can definitely tell he's fully on the throttle. I mean, there is no hand up, no look back, no anything. He's going. Whether that's horrible or not, not really. Now, in the post-race conference on the penalty, he says, quote, "It would just kind of get back on track as quick as possible. I didn't really gain much time, and that section's pretty fast, so I didn't want to come back on and be going way slower and get ass packed, you know. Probably gave a bit of gas to get back on, but obviously AMA didn't like that. So it is what it is. 2 points less sucks, but we'll take it. I just got to try and make up 12 points now, which sucks. But we're just going to try and win everything here going out, so we'll see how it goes." Now, there was also the question of why didn't this happen also earlier or also in Moto 2? Because the AMA put out their reviewing penalties or whatever you want to call it. Now, for the first one, it said race direction reviewed rider number 1, Lawrence, for gaining an advantage while off track in section 6, resulting in loss of 1 position, moves from 2nd to 3rd in Moto 2, 2nd overall. If you go farther down, you also see Moto 2 race direction reviewed rider number 1, Lawrence, for potential off track in section 33, no penalty assessed. Now, the funny thing about this, like, he got the 1 place penalty, but no rider license points. Prado, who also got an off-track section no advantage gain, but did lose a rider license point, or gain, I guess how you want to say it. You know, he added a penalty to it. It's just kind of a strange way of not, or getting a license point for not getting an advantage, but not getting a license point for gaining an advantage and getting a penalty. It's very strange to me there, but I personally think it should be a time penalty. Because if you're, let's do this, right? Lawrence obviously finished 2nd in the race. Deegan, coming out of that section, was pretty much right behind him. I mean, was racing him in corners and looked like he might have had the speed to pass him and take 2nd just outright. As the race went on, Jett just carried away and just showed that he is fast. He put a pretty big gap on him. And if you want to say the fact that it's a set penalty for this instance or in the rule books, right? No matter if you finish 2 seconds, a second, a minute ahead of somebody else, it's just a set penalty. It's a 1 place loss. It is what it is. Now, it makes sense if they're doing it for everybody, and at least it's consistent, sort of. But it's just a weird way to rule this. Make it a time penalty, and take it a 5 second, 10 second, whatever. If you can't finish, or let's put it the other way, if you can finish ahead of the person behind you, like 10 seconds ahead of them by the end of the race, you shouldn't lose that position because it's shown that you are way faster. Now, obviously, if you go off track and you cut a whole section or whole corner or whole rhythm section, the penalty would have to be different because, you know, you're obviously saving a ton of time if you're off track and not doing sand whoops or jumps or whatever. You have to kind of review that by a section problem or situation, which also becomes its own problem because how much time do you give if you miss a double or a triple, or if you miss this jump compared to that jump? I mean, obviously every track is going to be different too. If you're talking about like Washougal, obviously going up the hill, horsepower hill, or if you're talking about the well, just any track, it's all, every single section is going to have to be different and worked out to, well, this one, if you go off, it saves you 2 seconds. This one saves you 5 seconds. And I think that's where the problem begins, right? every single corner of every single track of every single section is going to have to be its own variable. I mean, unless you just say, well, if you skip a double, it's 2 seconds. If you skip a triple, it's 5 seconds. If you skip this, it's, I don't know. Obviously, it brings in the bigger can of worms of variabilities and people's perception of stuff. And I mean, it's just funny that people were talking about why didn't he get a second one, because he did end up falling and going off track, but I think that was why he didn't get a second penalty, right? He ended up falling, having to pick up the bike, which means you are definitely not gaining an advantage. Any time that you were making up by going off track, you have definitely lost by falling, having to pick up the bike and start again. You are definitely losing points there, or time there. Now, as to the standings and his 2-point loss because of this, going from second to third for the Moto2 race, second overall, it's between the Lawrences. This is an incredible year, right? Whether you're a Deegan fan or whoever you are, this is an incredible year watching two people who are absolute freaks on these bikes. They are insanely fast, talented, consistent. I mean, there's insane. And Deegan, for his own right, is, for a rookie, doing incredibly well. Being third overall, 298 points. He's 30 above Prado. He's 40 above Hampshire. Almost 100 above Ferrandis. Like, he's only losing to two people on these bikes who are absolute freaks of nature at the moment. And I mean, Jett has been since he came in, but Hunter in his own right has stepped up incredibly this year, from the Supercross almost title to not having that kind of loss carried over into outdoors and have a hangover for it. It's incredible to see. Now, would you like to see a little more parity in the who's winning? I would, because I'm a fan of the sport and I like to see tighter competitions and more people going, but it is what it is at the moment. But it's going to be interesting, right? If those 2 points come down to the end of the season and that's what decides the overall title, you can point directly back to that race and be like, well, here it is. He went off track and they gave him this, and that's the reason why. But I highly doubt that the championship's going to come down to 2 points. But that's where I'm going to leave you guys. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Like I said, should it be a time penalty? Should it be a set one position? Whatever it is, comment down below. Tell me what you think. While you're down there, make sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the fun things that this platform allows you to do, because it does really help me out, and I do very much appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you later. Peace.